Hey there, Space Cadets. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of digital and analog. These two titans are everywhere, shaping how we experience the universe. From the music we listen to the photos we take, to the very fabric of our digital world, understanding this fundamental duality is key. So, what's the big deal? Imagine a light switch. It's either on or off, right? That's digital. Now think of a dimmer switch. It lets you adjust the brightness gradually. That's analog. Digital deals with distinct values, while analog is all about smooth, continuous changes. The universe is full of examples like this. Our senses, for instance, mostly perceive the world in an analog way. We feel the gradual changes in temperature, hear the subtle variations in a singer's voice, and see the infinite shades of color in a sunset. But when we translate these experiences into the digital realm, we convert them into a series of ones and zeros, the language of computers. Let's zoom in on the digital realm. Imagine a vast grid of tiny switches, each one representing a bit of information. These bits, the atoms of the digital universe, can be either on, 1, or off, 0. By combining these bits in countless ways, we can represent anything from numbers and letters to images, sounds, and even the complex instructions that power our computers. Think of it like Morse code. By using just dots and dashes, we can transmit entire messages. Similarly, digital information uses a binary code, a language of ones and zeros, to represent and process information. This binary system is the backbone of our digital world, enabling computers to store, manipulate, and transmit data with incredible speed and accuracy. But here's the catch. Digital information is inherently discrete. It jumps from one value to the next, with no in-between. When we convert analog signals, like sound waves or light intensity, into digital data, we have to sample them at specific intervals. This process, called quantization, introduces tiny steps in the data, like approximating a smooth curve with a series of straight lines. Now, let's shift gears to the analog world. Unlike the discrete nature of digital, analog quantities flow smoothly and continuously. Think of a vinyl record. The grooves on its surface represent the sound waves of music in a physical, continuous form. As the needle glides through these grooves, it vibrates, replicating the original sound waves. The natural world is awash in analog signals. Our voices, for instance, are analog. When we speak, our vocal cords vibrate, creating pressure waves in the air. These waves, with their continuous variations in frequency and amplitude, carry our words to the ears of listeners. Similarly, light, temperature, and even time itself can be considered analog quantities, constantly changing and flowing without interruption. However, the real world is messy. Analog signals are susceptible to noise and distortion. Just think of the static you hear on an old radio or the graininess of an old photograph. These imperfections are inherent to analog systems as they rely on physical media and processes that are prone to degradation over time. So, how do these two titans stack up? Well, it's not a simple case of one being better than the other. Each has its own strengths and weaknesses, making them suitable for different tasks and applications. Digital's forte lies in its precision, reproducibility, and immunity to noise. Since digital data is represented by discrete values, it can be copied, stored, and transmitted with perfect fidelity without any loss of information. This makes it ideal for tasks like data storage, computation, and long-distance communication. Analog, on the other hand, excels in capturing the nuances and subtleties of the real world. Its continuous nature allows it to represent a wider range of values, capturing the smooth transitions and intricate details that digital systems often miss. This makes it well suited for tasks like audio and video recording, where preserving the original signal's fidelity is crucial. In today's tech-driven world, digital reigns supreme. But why? One word: versatility. Digital information can be easily manipulated, processed, and transmitted using computers and other electronic devices. It's like having a universal language that all our gadgets understand. This versatility has fueled the digital revolution, transforming everything from communication and entertainment to healthcare and transportation. We can now send messages across the globe in an instant, stream movies on demand, and even consult with doctors remotely, all thanks to the power of digital technology. Moreover, digital information is highly resistant to noise and degradation. Unlike analog signals, which can be easily distorted by interference, digital data can be transmitted and copied countless times without losing its integrity. This robustness makes it ideal for long-term storage and reliable communication. But wait, don't count analog out just yet. Despite the digital takeover, analog still holds its own in several key areas. For one, it's often simpler and more efficient for certain tasks. Take, for instance, a mechanical watch. It uses gears and springs to keep time, a marvel of analog engineering that stood the test of time. Analog systems can also be more energy efficient than their digital counterparts. Since they process information continuously, they don't require the constant switching and processing power that digital systems demand. This makes them well suited for applications where power consumption is a concern, such as in low-power sensors and wearable devices. Furthermore, analog signals can carry more information than digital signals in certain scenarios. This is because analog signals can vary continuously over time, while digital signals are limited by their sampling rate. This makes analog advantageous for applications like high-fidelity audio and video recording, where capturing the full range of the original signal is crucial. Let's bring this down to earth, pun intended. Digital and analog are everywhere in our daily lives, often working together seamlessly. Your smartphone, for example, is a digital powerhouse, but it relies on analog components like microphones and speakers to capture and reproduce sound. When you snap a photo with your smartphone, the camera sensor captures light in an analog form. However, this information is then converted into digital data, allowing you to edit, store, and share your photos with ease. Similarly, when you listen to music on your headphones, the digital audio files are converted back into analog sound waves by tiny speakers. Even our bodies rely on a fascinating interplay of digital and analog processes. Our nervous system, for instance, transmits information using electrical impulses, which can be considered a form of digital signaling. However, our senses perceive the world in an analog way, detecting continuous changes in light, sound, and pressure. The rise of digital technology has been nothing short of revolutionary. It has fundamentally changed how we communicate, consume information, and interact with the world around us. From the internet and social media to artificial intelligence and the Internet of Things, digital technology continues to reshape our lives at an unprecedented pace. One of the most profound impacts of the digital revolution has been the democratization of information and communication. With the internet, knowledge and ideas can be shared instantly across the globe, empowering individuals and fostering global interconnectedness. This has led to a surge in creativity, innovation, and collaboration, as people from all walks of life can connect and share their passions. Moreover, digital technology has revolutionized countless industries, from healthcare and education to finance and transportation. Medical professionals can now diagnose and treat patients remotely. Educators can leverage online platforms to reach a wider audience, and businesses can operate more efficiently and reach new markets through e-commerce. Despite the dominance of digital, analog technology is far from obsolete. In fact, it continues to play a vital role in many areas, often working behind the scenes to enable our digital world. For instance, the fiber optic cables that form the backbone of the internet rely on analog signals to transmit data over long distances. Analog technology also excels in certain niche applications where digital systems fall short. High-end audio equipment, for example, often utilizes analog components to preserve the warmth and nuances of music recordings. Similarly, some photographers prefer the unique aesthetic and control offered by analog cameras and film. Furthermore, there's a growing movement towards blending the best of both worlds, creating hybrid systems that leverage the strengths of both digital and analog technologies. This is evident in fields like audio engineering, where digital audio workstations often incorporate analog components for their unique sonic characteristics. In the grand scheme of things, digital and analog are not rivals, but rather complementary forces that shape our technological landscape. They coexist and collaborate, each playing a crucial role in our increasingly digital world. While digital technology provides the speed, precision, and versatility we've come to expect, analog technology continues to ground us in the physical world, reminding us of the nuances and complexities that make our universe so captivating. As technology continues to evolve at an exponential pace, It's safe to say that both digital and analog will continue to play integral roles in shaping our future. Whether it's the development of even more powerful computers, the emergence of new forms of communication, or the exploration of uncharted territories in space, the dynamic interplay between digital and analog will undoubtedly continue to drive innovation and expand the boundaries of human ingenuity. So, the next time you encounter a digital device or marvel at an analog wonder, take a moment to appreciate the intricate dance between these two fundamental forces. They are the yin and yang of our technological world, forever intertwined and shaping our collective future. Keep looking up,